Hi, Scott Orlin with Cinema-Magazin. I'm sure you've always looked at actors and the incredible skill sets that they have to do. Sometimes if it's for a martial arts movie, they immerse themselves and they become proficient in the craft. For The Big Short, Christian Bale is now an expert in everything financial. Am I correct?
Yeah, whilst we were filming, it went quickly out the other ear afterwards.
But just talk a little bit about that, because it's a language that most of us do not speak every day.
Right.
So how did you wrap yourself around all that?
You just immerse yourself in it. If you immerse yourself in it, you can get that. It's a little bit similar to legalese. People want you to be confused. Wall Street wants you to be confused. They want you to think that they're essential because they use these terminologies that sound ridiculously complicated. They're actually not. You break it down, it's fairly simple, but the language is one that just leaves you dazed and confused. But once you break through that, you can understand it, but it's a world that I really got no interest in being involved with day to day. But the great thing about the film is that you don't need to know. You don't need to have that information. What the film gets across is, what does it mean to you? And you don't need to remember the names of it, but what you do come out remembering is the effect that it's had upon you or upon your friends, and the feeling. And that's the thing that is so difficult to get out of finance, is actually any feeling. And Adam McKay manages it with comedy, one of the funniest bloody guys you'll ever come across. The film is hilarious, but it's entertaining, and it's very poignant as well.
Now when you see the film, it kind of deals with, back in 2007, 2008, the banks and the mortgages that they were kind of wrapping together, and everything that was kind of going on, and people were taking advantage of it. So it's really interesting in this movie, while we look at some of the characters as heroic, but are they? Everybody was trying to take advantage and exploit the little people and make money.
No, it's pushing it to say they're heroic, and I don't think any of them would call themselves heroic either. But it is an example of how the ethics had shifted to such a degree that some people did consider them to be heroes. Now, there were people who saw it coming, and the question is, why did other people not see it coming? Why were they partying so hard that they couldn't see the wood for the trees? It was a logical thing, and they were raising the red flag, and they were shouting. It doesn't make them heroes. They made a fortune out of this, and essentially it was through betting against the economy. But they all recognize that. They're all cognizant of that. But it's just a reflection of what the culture of Wall Street have become, that these guys who, through merely telling the truth, became heroes.
And you know, it's a lot of times when you see movies, actors get to wear these incredible wardrobes. I mean, literally from some of the top designers. This man wears almost the exact same thing during the entire course of the movie, and it doesn't take place over 24 hours. It takes place over several years.
That's Mike. He has a very few certain makes of t-shirts that he likes to wear. The feel of it. Very few shorts. A few sandals. Most of the time he's barefoot. He's always got drumsticks. He listens to heavy metal all the time. He owns one suit. And that's just the way the man is, you know. He's the least vain person you'll ever come across, and so getting the clothes together was very easy. I just called Mike up, said, "What do you wear?" He sent it to me in a package, and that's what I wore throughout the film.
And just the last quick question: so, if you were at work and you had to sit there and listen to music, what songs would you be listening to motivate you?
Oh, you know, it depends on what the scenes are, but I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking I listen to music every time when I'm traveling in the car. Right now, in my head, I've got a Town Called Malice by The Jam going through my head.
Song.
I've got T-Rex going through Hot Love, and Rap God by Eminem as well. This is what I was listening to driving up here this morning.
An incredibly versatile actor, incredibly versatile musical taste. Christian Bale, as always, thank you.
Cheers,
and this is Scott Orlin. Until next time.